Welcome to Ashferic TV Political Update. Today we'll be looking at the proposed defection of Ebonyi State Governor, Governor Dave Umahi, to APC. I have a guest in the studio, but before I get to introduce him, we'll take a quick break. And we'll return back. The program continues.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. To deliberate on the issue with me today is Mr. Irobi Darlington, who is a social commentator and also an activist. Mr. Irobi, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Governor Dave Umahi met with the leadership of PDP a few days back to discuss over his defection to APC. How do you react to this?
Well, like everybody knows, it is his right.
All right, Mr. Irobi. The Ebonyi State Governor, Governor Dave Umahi, met with the leadership of PDP a few days ago to discuss over his defection to APC. Hello, Mr. Irobi, you're back. Can you hear me?
It must be network. Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so how do you react to that? The Commissioner of Information in Ebonyi State disclosed to newsmen that there has been conclusions for the governor to defect to APC. Do you think it's the right move for Dave Umahi?
Like I said, like I was trying to say before the network issue, everybody has rights, to defect to wherever he or she wants. And asking if it's the right step for Dave Umahi, I want to believe as a governor, he must have done some calculations. He must have done some consultations and, before taking such step. And I must tell you that the Commission of Information saying that, well, for some of us, it is not it's not a news, because some of us had expected it with his moves, with the presidency and all that. We're expecting that at some point that he might want to join APC. But I must also, politics is dynamic. You must also look deep into what is dragging him to APC and why he's leaving PDP, where he has done so well, where he is welcome. So I don't want to believe that there are crises chasing him away from PDP. So there must be some level of ambition,
Now, there's this perception that he seems to be the most favored candidate from Southeast to replace President Muhammad Buhari. Do you think that's the motive behind his defection to the ruling party?
I'm not surprised to hear this from you. But people saying that he is the most favored. He is one of the favored.
Hello, can you hear me? Oh, sorry, you lost Mr. Irobi Darlington, who have been discussing on the proposed defection of Governor Dave Umahi to the ruling party. There is this perception that Dave Umahi is the likely successor of President Muhammad Buhari come 2023. Looking at his antecedent, Dave Umahi has been able to restore and have a drastic move on the infrastructure deficit confronting Ebonyi State. And people, pundits from different states believe that this has been some of the reasons why the presidency are looking at him as the most favored candidate. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. When we return back, the program continues.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
Can you hear me, Mr. Irobi?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, there seems to be network issue in your area. Okay, moving ahead. A lot of pundits, political pundits, are predicting the end of the road for Dave Umahi. Are you on same page with them?
I can't be on such page. You know, Dave has done well as a PDP member. Like they always say, moderator, you can understand with me. I could be political, but I do more of the analysis. I'm not a party person, so I might stand straight to tell you no when it is no and yes when it is yes. If I was of the PDP, I might be saying that it might be a political end for Dave Umahi, but I'm not of the PDP or of the APC. But I want to say it straight. If the PDP limits your ambition, limits where you're going to, why won't you go to APC? I do not have any problem with Dave going to APC, where today, if he wants to run for president, and APC has set a time with that number, that they are zoning their presidency or presidential ticket will go to the south, not the north anymore. And PDP is still saying they want to give a shot to the north. That means in PDP, he does not get what he wants. His ambition will be cut short. That's where he has an end of the road. But in APC, I think he still has some, some chances to shoot because he wants to be president. Perhaps if his ambition is to be the #1 citizen of Nigeria, it is only in APC he has a chance. So anyone is saying that joining APC is the end of the road for David Umahi politically, I do not see it that way. He's a man, young man that has ambition.
Now, sorry to cut you short. Looking at the state, Ebonyi, it has been a PDP state from 1999 till date. And don't you think Dave Umahi is making a wrong decision?
Moderator, I might be shocking you this morning. Imo State, where I belong to, where I come from, in 1999 was a PDP state. Push it down to 2007 and beyond, 2003, 2007, it has always been a PDP state. But at some point, Abga took over, now metamorphosed into APC. Today, Imo State is an APC state. Okay? So I do not look at it, don't limit it that Ebonyi State has been a PDP state, doesn't make things to turn around. If they look inward and see that the APC is going to favor them more, why not? Party is the vehicle, as they say. So people must keep moving, in as much as you're moving to the right direction. That's my point. So if David Umahi sees that,
how is he going to galvanize support from people? Because the National Assembly members in Ebonyi are all PDP. It seems to be a difficult mountain to climb.
But let us not also forget that Dave Umahi is an 8 years governor. And by 2003, he should be handing over to some other person. And the governor of Ebonyi State at that, who has done well. Let us also not forget, like you said, if he's running for president, he does not need only the support of Ebonyi people. He now needs the support of the man in Sokoto. He now needs the support of that other man in Kaduna. He now needs the support of that other man in Medjugorje or Borno State. Do you understand?
But so he does politically, charity begins at home politically.
Party structures are built by people. In 2015, before 2015, Rochas was in APGA. His structure was built strongly. And when he jumped into APC, he started building APC structure that still took him to the Senate, that still brought the governor of Imo State, perhaps. So party structure are built. 2003 is a long time from now. So if Dave Umahi joins APC tomorrow, he begins to build APC party structure. There will be defection here and there. Do not look at it that people in the House of Assembly are of PDP. Some of them will have to jump. It is a practical thing here in Nigeria. We've seen defections upon defections upon defections. So I don't want to narrow it to Ebonyi State alone. I want to look at the man has a tall ambition, and he needs to get to where he's going to via support in the whole of the nation, Nigeria.
Okay, most of the governors who have defected to APC are of the opinion that the move is just basically to connect to national grid. And Dave Umahi being the latest to jump to the ruling party, APC. After he has done well, he has been able to arrest the infrastructural deficit in Ebonyi. What does he stand to gain for the people of Ebonyi State after defecting?
But you just give an answer to what you asked now.
Do you think there is something extra he's supposed to get for his people after defecting to the ruling party?
If Dave Umahi, as a PDP member, was able to achieve the lot he did, or he's still doing, even when he's not of APC, and he now joins the APC, and I have that national grid, don't you think Ebonyi people will smile to it? I don't want to be biased. If you want to be biased, because they look at the Southeast to be PDP predominant, right?
Exactly.
If I want to be biased, okay, why is Dave jumping party? Yeah, done well in PDP. Why won't he remain in PDP? Why are politicians only this? But I don't want to be biased. I am one of the Igbo men who do believe that encourage anybody who takes a move to that cause. It is a strong cause for me that a Southeasterner should, hold the affairs of this country, stay at the helm of the affairs of this country, at least for once. It's an insult on us that the Southwest, not that, have become, and the Southeast, which is a major tribe, the Igbo tribe, a major race in this country, have not become president of the country. So I want a Nigerian president of the Igbo extraction, of the Southeast extraction. So if Dave Umahi will give us that, why won't we support him?
Now on a final note, Mr. Irobi, do you think Southeast have the chances of grabbing power at the national level?
Mr. Moderator, it starts from you. The agitation should be high. The agitation should be very strong. Everybody should begin to preach it. It should be on the lips of an average Igbo man that it is our turn. It is basically the turn of an Igbo man. It will be a sub change if an Igbo man does not become the next president of this country. And when you begin to preach it, some other person begin to preach it, Dave Umahi is preaching it, Emeka Nwajuba is preaching it, and so many other people, the chances is just clear. Let me tell you, in the North, every Northerner understands that an Igbo man is the turn of an Igbo man. But it now comes on us to speak out and let them, if you don't say you are here, nobody knows you are. Let them know that we are ready for this. And we have men of integrity that can hold this country, that can turn around the economy of Nigeria. Many have tried. The Igbos are known for their commerce and economy. So I want to believe by the time it comes to the hand of an Igbo man, Nigeria will be smiling for it. We should support it. All of us should support it. We also have support from, our neighboring states, our old brothers from the north and the west. That's what we're clamoring for. So if it's on Dave to get it, fine. If there's some other people who are running for it, there are that doesn't mean that anybody can be president from the southeast. We must also look inward, beyond this. We just look at the American Wajubas. We look at men of integrity, and give them the opportunity. Who will become? It is our right.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Irobi Darlington, for having you on our program. I will hope to get your subsequent editions of the program.
Thank you, Clinton. The pleasure will always be mine.
Okay, this is where we call it a wrap on the program. Don't forget to follow us on the social media handles for more information. I remain your chief host, Clinton Offro, saying bye for now.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.